Hello, my name is Mohammad Nazmul Alam. I would like to present a lecture on artificial intelligence, introduction and state of the art. So the lecture contents are: what is human intelligence, what is artificial intelligence, types of AI, the foundations of AI, early history of AI, current status and applications of AI. And finally, I will end of this lecture with a conclusion. So let's get started. So first of all, I would like to explain what is human intelligence. Human intelligence is the ability to learn and solve problems. And there have some abilities of human intelligence. And these abilities are, first of all, it's called learning. Learning means activity of gaining knowledge by studying, practicing, or experience. For example, students learn from recorded audio or video lectures. So students, this learning is called auditory or video learning. And there are also other learning such as observational learning. For example, child mimics her parents. So the next components of human intelligence is reasoning. Reasoning provides the basis for judgment, making decisions, and prediction. And the next one is perceiving. Human perceives by eyes and machine perceives by camera. So it is the process of acquiring, interpreting, selecting, and organizing sensory information. And the next components of human intelligence is, it's very important, that's called linguistic. It's the ability to use, comprehend, speak, and write the verbal and written language. So now I would like to present what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. And this definition defined by John McCarthy, who is the father of artificial intelligence. There have also some definitions of artificial intelligence, and most of the definitions are the same concepts. So according to Hoagland 1985, the artificial intelligence is the exciting new effort to make computers think, machines with mind, in the full and literal sense. According to Kurzweil, the definition of AI is the art of creating machines that perform functions that require intelligence when performed by people. And there have also very good definitions by Richard Knight, 1991. And according to their definitions, artificial intelligence is the study of how to make computers do things at which, at the moment, people are better. I like another definitions which is defined by Patrick Winston, 2014 from MIT, and these definitions are algorithm enabled by constraints exposed by representations that support models targeted at thinking, perception, and action. So we have understood that artificial intelligence is the talking about how we can make the machines intelligent, how the machines can think, how the machines can act like human, how the machines can act like rational. And this, for example, robotics. Machine can give us the maximize performance as like a human. So artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence by the machine, that we can say so far. Now I will discuss about the types of AI. Basically, there are three types of AI. First one, weak AI or artificial narrow intelligence. The second one is strong AI or artificial general intelligence. And the number three, singularity of AI or artificial super intelligence. So, what is weak AI? Weak AI basically it separate programs are created for every specific task. For example, we can give a real example that we have seen already, the robot Sophia. It includes basically weak AI because it has a separate program for its separate each and every task. And also voice assistant, Google Assistant, Siri, handwriting recognitions, image recognitions, and Deep Blue of IBM, all are example of weak AI. And what about strong AI? Strong AI is the general intelligence as like human intelligence. That's why it's called the equivalent to the power of human brain. This level of AI will be able to work in the same way as the people are able to do something completely new using previous experience. When a program can process all kinds of data and identify a new problem, we call it a strong AI. It is also called artificial general intelligence. For example, HAL 90,000 Terminator. And the third number is singularity of AI. That is the most important. That's we haven't reached yet, but maybe very near future we will see this implementation. So this is the singularity of AI. It means robots with this technology can create a clone of their own. Its journey started with a strong AI because strong AI is the compared to the human brain, and since humans can make a strong AI, so they can also make it. It is also called the artificial super intelligence. So by the next is the foundations of AI. There are some subjects or area have the contributions of AI, and first of all we can say that's the philosophy, and then mathematics, then economics, neuroscience, sociology, computer science, cybernetics are the basis or foundations of artificial intelligence. So what is the contribution of philosophy? Philosophy we use in artificial intelligence, for example, logic, and it comes from the Socrates. So logic theory, all the reasoning and learning and rationality, it belongs to philosophy. So that's why it's very important in artificial intelligence. And then mathematics for formal representation and proof, algorithms, computation, probability. And also the next one is economics, utility, decision theory, neuroscience, then how the brain processes information. So this is the most important for artificial intelligence of artificial neural network. And then we're talking about psychology, how do human and animals think and act. And the next one is very important, that's called computer engineering, how we can make a super fast computers, how we can make a artifacts of the computer. That's the talking about computer engineering. And also other area that's a big part of the artificial intelligence, that computer programs. So that's belongs to computer engineering and computer science. And then control theory, how can artifacts operate under their own control. That's the basis of control theory. And then finally we can say other foundations of AI is linguistics, that represents the knowledge and grammar and how we can express our systems. That's the linguistic. So now I will discuss about early history of AI. If I want to say early history of AI, then first of all we have to remember Alan Turing, that in 1950 he first think about how can machines think. So he discovered a Turing test, and before that we go for the history of AI. That is 1923. Carl Capek place named Rossum's Universal Robots opens in London first used the word robot in English. In 1943, foundations of neural network. In 1945, Isaac Asimov, a Columbia University alumni, coined the term robotics. In 1950, Alan Turing introduced Turing test for evaluation of intelligence and published Computing Machinery and Intelligence. Claude Shannon published a detailed analysis of chess playing as a search. 1956, John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence. Demonstrations of the first running AI program at Carnegie Mellon University. So these are the early history of AI. Now I will talk about current status of AI. AI for good. AI used in aviation, AI used in education, AI used in healthcare, AI used in heavy industry, AI used in finance. So we can see AI is using mostly everywhere because it's transforming the technology. So if I'm talking about AI for good, then I can say AI to address socially relevant problems such as homelessness. At Stanford, researchers are using AI to analyze satellite images to identify which areas are having the highest poverty levels. AI using aviations, gate allocations for plane while landing, ticket price determination, and all the staffs are working on aviations to develop the intelligence systems. So this is a good contribution of AI. And then it's a big field of education. Education, there are a number of companies that create a robot to teach subjects to children, ranging from biology to computer science, though such tools have not widespread yet. So in the healthcare industry, solving a variety of problems of patients, hospitals, and healthcare industry overall, using avatars in place of patients. About heavy industry, robots are becoming very common in many industries. For example, car industry, Industry 4.0 revelations coming in our hand, and then we will see all around the implementation of AI. And then another big area of big sector, finance, algorithmic trading, market analysis and data mining, personal finance, portfolio management, so using AI. Finally, I can conclude with the artificial intelligence is that artificial intelligence is one of the most discussed and researched topics in the current technology. It is a branch of computer science. Artificial intelligence is the name given to the use of technology to express intelligence through instruments instead of humans. Man is the most intelligent and wise in the animal world. But how to invent a device with human-like knowledge and intelligence is the core of AI research. Thank you very much for listening my videos. Thank you.